On this week's episode of Turf Show, we break down 0-5 teams, trash the Rockies, Ep8 went to the Cardinals. We, for some reason, decided to discuss who's better, the Jags or the Rams, how the college football season is looking, and our NFL Week 6 picks. So let's start the music. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Turf Show. Coming to you every Thursday here on turftoshow.com, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think there's another one called VidMe. I haven't used it yet, but it'll be there. If it exists, it'll be there.
I don't know what that is. Maybe we can know.
I'll tell you what it is in a minute. But my name is Mike Floyd, and I think this week, I don't know. I might rock with the Jags this week. They beat the Steelers.
Gosh.
Wow.
I mean, 5 takeaways. You got to rock with them.
I mean,
yeah, 5 takeaways.
But
you have to win.
And with me, as always, Mr. 303.
That's right.
Sir Steve,
just back from
the Avalanche himself.
Yeah, straight back from Denver, man. Had a good week up there. Saw my people up there. You know, it's great. Great to see y'all.
No, hopefully they don't drug test you. You got Mr. 313,
Glow,
the Duke of Glow, man.
Oh, what's going on, y'all? I'm upset today. I had some coverages for y'all.
But you ain't rocking any teams today.
Huh?
You haven't rocked any teams in the past couple of weeks.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
You usually come in here with like a hat.
I did. You're right. I woke up late last time, and I didn't want to curse the Packers, so I didn't want to wear anything for that.
I don't think they could have cursed them. I think Aaron Rodgers got that. He has his own locker at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Yeah, he's part of it. Yeah, he ran it. He did. Honestly, I wasn't that surprised.
Well, since we're talking, let's go ahead and talk about that.
First off, the game, it was a lot closer. Like, people want to act like it's a blowout. It wasn't a blowout. Just Aaron Rodgers was able to take his team down and score exactly when they needed to.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I didn't think they were gonna blow Dallas out by any means. It's just, I mean, Dallas did get some calls. They got some calls. Green Bay got a couple calls as well. I think it was, I won't say fairly officiated, but I will say it was better officiated than I've seen other games.
You know what's crazy about that game? Listen to these guys on TV. They get paid to talk about sports and everything. They were trying to blame this shit on Dak Prescott. Because he didn't take a knee on that touchdown run that he did. But in my mind, I'm thinking score.
Yeah.
That last rushing touchdown?
They said it was like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
It was less than a minute and a half left.
They would have scored. Zeke carved them up that last possession. He did. He carved them up. So I think that he was too early. And the commentators even said that. They said it was too early to run that play.
Okay, but so he was wide open. He was literally wide open to run.
To
run to the end zone. I don't know if maybe the defense planned it that way to bait him into that. I doubt it.
One thing is, say he would have took a knee right there on the 1 yard line.
What if they don't score?
And they don't score. Then what? Now everybody's gonna be doubting this kid because you didn't score. You had an open lane to score.
Right.
I think some would, and others would be like, well, it is Aaron Rodgers, and he did that to us not even 8 months ago.
But then when you think about it, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have anybody to really throw to at the moment.
He doesn't have anybody to throw to.
I mean,
he didn't have anybody to throw to last year.
That's true. That's true.
Geronimo Allison came out of nowhere, and now that Green Bay has a running game, well, it appears they have a running game.
Yeah, who's that new running back?
Aaron Jones.
Yeah,
he was at third string.
Yeah,
you got to respect the pass with the Green Bay Packers, and so that leaves all those lanes wide open. The same thing. My thing is Dallas should have known how to defend this because they have the exact same situation. You got to load the box, and then you got Dez and Cole Beasley on the outside, so you can't really play. You can't really play man on them.
No.
And so you need to set the up over the top. So I really feel like Cowboys have seen this before. So why did they just get carved up in a minute and 13 seconds?
But man? I mean, you have to take it. Like if I was Dak Prescott, I wanted to change that. Stand by my decision. Hopefully,
your defense actually shows up.
Defense couldn't stop nobody. It was 21-6.
Hey, I mean, but you can't fault the man for scoring the touchdown when he had to score the touchdown.
That's his job.
Yeah.
I'm saying a little bit more awareness would have helped because then you could just kneel it at the 6-inch line and then pound it.
They were on. Where were they on? Like the 20-yard line, the 25-yard line?
No,
maybe closer.
They were closer than that. They were within the 10.
Okay, but I just don't see it going well. Like Floyd said, he runs and kneels at like the half-yard line, the 2-yard line, and somehow the Packers defense just stands up and
Packers defense couldn't stand up on that 4th and 1. Packers is a Packers defense, man. It's a banged up Packers defense.
I'm just saying, do you really want to roll the dice?
Yes.
You really want to roll the dice and
because it's
and expect to score when there's always a possibility that you might not.
There's always that possibility.
I mean, it's any given Sunday. There's any given Sunday. Okay, what if?
It's a game of inches.
What if he doesn't, and somehow he gets sacked and fumbles the ball, and Packers get right there?
You know,
That's exactly what I was thinking,
you could honestly, you're all those worst case scenarios, and when none of that happened all game besides the pick six.
I mean, the real worst case scenario happened when they came down and scored.
Yeah, and but the thing is, that was the worst case scenario, but that was the expected. No, and nobody was like, oh, okay.
Honestly, I don't think it was expected. Well, it was expected because the cornerback was what 5'10" was it Devontae Adams that caught that touchdown?
Yeah.
And he's like
Michigan
what,
alumni
6'5"?
Lewis.
And they just ran the same play.
Yeah,
They ran the same exact play because they played man.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you got a 5'10" guy and a 6'5",
well, he got lucky
that's
on the
why
first
you
throw.
got to
He
jam
lucky
them
on
off the
first
line. I mean, I preach that every time. Touch these, don't let these guys run free on you, and that won't happen. But I think that they knew that. I feel like no one could have been mad if they were like, okay, we don't want to give the ball back. We don't trust our defense because it's what 28-31 now.
Yeah.
Because our defense just gave up all these points. I think kneeling would have worked. I mean, it is Aaron Rodgers, and it's not like this Packers defense is the Broncos defense where you may not get it on that 6-inch line. Like, you're gonna run it on them.
But then after the Packers scored, I actually thought when they were after they kicked off and they're throwing all those laterals and shit, I thought they were actually gonna do something with it because
those are just a waste of time.
Yeah,
I'm just saying they made some moves though.
I mean, they were playing contain on that though. I'm sure there was like 3 other guys near the end zone waiting.
Was it the Titans that pulled that off? The original one?
The Music City Miracle?
Yeah.
No, that was the Bills. Was it Titans or the Bills?
Music City, it might have been Titans.
Well, whoever has anybody else successfully pulled that off since that happened? I know a college team pulled it off the other day, but
Yeah, college teams do it all the time, but
that's-
in pros, I mean, they have specific like
it's like, dude,
assignments.
it's like you lost, man. Just stop. I mean,
Yeah, it was the Tennessee Titans.
yeah, it's just like, dude, just stop. But Aaron Rodgers,
2000.
damn, Aaron Rodgers went 19 of 29, 221 yards, 3 TDs, and Dak Prescott went 25 of 36, 251 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception. So he had a QBR of 96.6.
Yeah.
So the kid's balling out, man. I mean,
the run game. I mean, the running back had 125 yards.
I mean, he ain't no Deshaun Watson though.
All right, now
now speaking of Deshaun Watson, have you heard what they've been calling this kid?
Nah.
The Michael Jordan of the NFL.
2 games.
2 games?
No.
Well, 4,
that's a
3
Houston
games?
article, isn't
3.5.
No, this is like NFL.com people.
They're just trying to create
that's-
that hype, man.
That's
Oh
just
my
clickbait.
gosh.
That's clickbait from NFL
Bro,
right
I
there.
sure clicked on it because I was like, wait, what?
Exactly. Watch because when he has a game where he throws 5 picks, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, maybe he's starting to see himself now.
The only game I can see him throwing 5 picks in is the Seahawks game because he has to play the Browns, Seahawks, Colts, Rams, Cardinals, Ravens, Titans, 49ers, Jaguars, Steelers, Colts.
I mean,
That's not a bad schedule, honestly.
If they don't do anything this year with that kid, they're not going to do anything after that. This is going to be the same thing with Dak Prescott, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody has game film.
I don't think, but I think the way the Houston Texans are built is they want long term.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would go for. I mean,
so I don't think they're too worried about because they didn't even start him this year. They had Tom Savage. They were willing to start the season and push through with Tom Savage till he just completely shit the bed and couldn't run the team.
I mean, look what happened to everybody else starting
half a
rookies. The Browns right now, they started a rookie and he got sat down in the middle of the fucking game.
It don't take long, man. Take a couple games to get film on you, and then they adapt to you, and then now the talent has to prevail.
Yeah.
But they don't know the whole playbook, so you can't really open it up on them yet.
So by that argument, are you saying that Deshaun Watson's talent is prevailing for right now, at least?
He's prevailing because they don't know him because he's mobile. This Prescott was mobile. When you're mobile, I mean, obviously Dallas knows about mobile quarterbacks that can also throw. But yeah, when he's mobile, he can run it. He's got a great offense. It's not like he just
No, I agree.
you know. I mean, the offense is going to have to really start outscoring teams now. But
Oh yeah.
I think that they can still they may not even win a division now though. Jacksonville has a terrible offense, but great defense and a running back. That's all they have.
I mean, dude, that division's the Jags, Texans, Titans, and the Colts.
Yeah.
Jags might take that one. Jags beating some teams I would not expect them to beat.
I don't know that
It's Tom Coughlin, man. He came down there and changed the whole culture.
that means Jags and Houston game is gonna be pretty interesting.
I'd watch it.
I wouldn't watch that. That's gonna be an interception bowl, man. It is.
But okay, I mean, let's talk about the fact that Deshaun Watson, he threw 5 touchdowns 2 weeks ago, and then he threw 4 more this past week. I mean, in a losing effort to the Chiefs, but he almost was able to lead that team back. They got close. They made it the game in the second half.
I agree. I mean,
and if it wasn't for JJ Watt going down and
Merciless.
Merciless both went down, it could have been a little bit, could have been closer because they went down early. So.
Personally, I think the Chiefs changed up their offense on that because I think they planned on dinking and dunking them because you got Merciless and Watts, they're both pass rushers.
Yeah.
So that's just, easy 6-yard passes, and then now you got, Kareem Hunt, you got Tyreek Hill in space. And they didn't have to do that, though. So they kind of just stuck it to just running on the ball and then just throwing to Kelsey and then doing what they normally do. Because Houston wasn't as scary on defense as it usually is. So we'll see. But I don't know. I don't think Watson will do well against the Jags. If you got Hall of Fame quarterbacks getting just demolished by these guys.
I think the difference between that is, though, those guys come in there like real cocky. Like they come in like, oh, we're playing against Blake Bortles.
Right.
Okay.
I don't think they're even worried about their offense. I guarantee you that main part of that offense they're worried about is the running game. I mean, they got the main receivers hurt. Yeah. He's Blake Bortles. You worried about not doing what Ben did, and that's throwing all those interceptions. Right. I don't know why you throwing it, Ramsey. I don't know how the top 5 interception leaders for this week, and 4 of them were Jaguars. One guy had 2 picks, and then 3 other guys had 1. Like, what? You got the whole secondary on the top 5 interceptions. Yeah.
All right, so real quick, before we get too deep into football talk, just want to talk about my Rockies real quick.
It was a pretty rocky situation, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. So it was
been working on that all week.
That is the best you can come up with.
It's been a long week.
So October 4th, actually a week ago today.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, it's right in front of me on the computer. But a week ago today, it was a National League wild card game between the Arizona Diamondbacks and Colorado Rockies. I, for one, was excited because it's been first time in 5-6 years since the Rockies been in the playoffs or had a chance to really get into the playoffs, and they lost basically the same way they did this time. But they went this time, they lost. It was John Gray pitching for the Rockies and Greinke pitching for the Cardinals. Greinke's a pretty damn good pitcher, but he only pitched 3.2 innings. So we got the Rockies. They got outscored by 6 runs in the first 3 innings, but they made a comeback. And by the 7th inning, they were only down 5-6. But then our pitching, like always, sucks.
Damn.
That's what always comes down to the Rockies. It's pitching. They ended up scoring, 11 runs by the end of the game, and we only scored 8. Not to mention we had back-to-back home runs from Trevor Story and Nolan Arenado. 2 of our bigger name players that are hopefully going to be able to stick around with the team for a while. So if the Mofforts are listening to the Turf Toe Show, make sure you keep Nolan Arenado and Charlie Blackmon and Trevor Story and Cargo and pay them some money and get some damn pitching so we can actually make it further to the playoffs. But overall, it was a great season.
Did you win, though?
They won 87 games, something like that.
Well, who remembers the 87 games unless you win that pennant? That's all that matters, right?
It is all that matters.
No,
and guess who's still in that race?
Who?
The motherfucking Yankees, son.
Oh,
they got Game 5 today.
You realize the Yankees should have probably lost that first game.
But they shouldn't have.
They got blanked in the first 2 innings. Or no, in the first inning, and they had to sit their starting pitcher after the first inning. Just saying.
We're still in it, baby. I don't know much about baseball, but I know one thing.
Well,
the Yankees are still in it.
They're still in it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but we're talking to guys about the games. I'm just like, look, man, I know nothing about baseball. I don't know any of the terms. All I know is that where I grew up at, everybody rocked a pinstripe. And that's it. Boom. We lose Derek Jeter, and we got this kid named Aaron Judge who can knock it out of the park.
Oof. Yeah, he's not playing.
Man, so to switch it back to a sport that I do know, Adrian Peterson magically got traded to the Cardinals.
Out of nowhere.
I don't know how he finessed this deal with Sean Payton.
Well, I mean,
they finessed it for a pick,
a conditional pick.
Like,
who really won this deal?
Like, what does it mean by conditional pick? Does it mean like?
I don't know.
That's a good question because
I mean, is it conditional based on his performance in
Maybe.
Arizona?
Or like their positioning when the season's over with. Like maybe the Arizona has a worse record than the Saints. You know, they'll switch spots.
Yeah.
For the first round pick. But I mean,
Maybe it is how he plays. That can make sense. It's probably in the contract somewhere. Like if he does this, and that, we want a first round.
well, if it's based off what he's done so far, he had 27 carries for 81 yards. His longest run was 11 yards. He only played 6 snaps with 4 carries for 4 yards in the last game against the Dolphins.
He didn't fit that scheme.
No.
No.
It's not.
That was a bad choice for him to go. Because I mean, in recent history, that's not how the Saints play. That's not how the Saints play at all.
Yeah, man. Because I was tripping about when he agreed to the 2-year deal that he got. That it was $3.5 million guaranteed and $2.5 million signing bonus, which will still count against the salary cap.
Yeah.
This is like, I was saying, you know, money's not guaranteed in the NFL. You got to go get it where you can get it. But it's like, dude, like the Saints, the Giants needed a running back, and I know they were looking at him.
So
Yeah, he could have been better fit there. They're hard nosed.
the Saints received a conditional 2018 6th-round pick from the Cardinals.
A 6th-round pick?
A conditional 2018 6th-round pick.
So you couldn't even get like, whoa.
Well, I mean, he's not the same AP. I mean,
I was saying like maybe a 2nd or 3rd round,
No,
but
I mean,
6th round?
it can go up though. If he balls out and turns into a stud, I think that goes up, man. It's got to.
That's what I'm trying to see.
I hardly ever hear conditional picks ever. Usually it's a solid 3rd round, solid whatever. It's not a conditional depending.
Dude,
on,
that was some. That's finessing like a mug, dude.
I mean,
Out there talking sweet nothing to him.
they need something. The Cardinals need something, man, because Cardinals got carved up. On the blown coverages, man. I had a couple plays on them, man.
They had Chris Johnson, man.
Huh?
They had Chris Johnson, bro.
Man, you can't talk about CJ2K like that, man.
Dude, he's like the heartbeat of that team. he's like that ex that just won't go away. They just keep bringing him back. Like,
Well, okay, y'all saw the tweet a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
From him saying, gotta give that man the ball, let him eat or some shit like that. And now,
They draft him. And they pick him up and get rid of you.
Hey, you know what, Chris Johnson, you're right. You are right.
Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here, son.
So these 0-5 teams,
Yeah, it's like you got the Browns, you got the
Understandable.
Giants, and then
not understandable at all.
the 49ers.
Also not understandable.
So the 49ers, because I keep picking them every week, and it's like all the games they've lost are like really close. Like you watch the game, like are they gonna do it? And it's like oh, but then like the Browns is like okay, it's the Browns. It's like it is what it is.
They've come close, but it's just they can't get it together. They're on my blown coverages too. Don't worry, I'm gonna show it late, but I'm gonna show it, guys.
Because like say the 49ers for instance, right? Lost to the Panthers 23-3. That was like their worst loss. Seahawks 12-9, Rams 41-39, Cardinals 18-15, Colts 26-23. They're losing by field goals, essentially.
It's been close.
It's like, what do you?
Like, come on, that could be so. They're an 0-5 team that shouldn't really be an 0-5 team. I mean, they don't really have the major talent there. The defense is somehow just keeping most of those games low, except that shootout with St. Louis.
Yeah.
Well, let's take this 105 team, the Giants. They lose literally their entire receiving core.
Now, okay, let's really dive into this. They lost all their receivers in this one game, basically. But their quarterback really wasn't like he was balling out and getting it to these guys before.
Well, when he was throwing it to him, they're throwing up so fucking high, he had to jump a minute yards in the air.
He was.
That's what I'm talking about. It's not like he's out here throwing dimes or anything like that.
No.
Like it's really, it's going to affect the offense, but it's not even like they were really using these guys because he couldn't get the ball to them.
He couldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
They couldn't get the running game going. They were stopping them with 5 guys, 6 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Put another 5 in coverage, double Odell. What can you really do?
You can't do anything because it's been a shit show all around.
Yeah.
And Eli Manning's getting hit, hurried, sacked. He can't.
Yeah, he does not have an O-line at all.
So, I mean, you can't. I mean, I've always known Giants to have a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, didn't they take like an O-lineman, like a first-round pick, like a couple years ago that just didn't pan out? I don't remember the guy's name, but he just did not do good.
Didn't mesh there. No, I just. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, the O-line is always the soul of that team, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's always you can't be anything without one.
But
Now-
I'm looking at their practice report. Did not practice for the Giants. Sterling Shepard, Landon Collins, Oliver Vernon, Jonathan Casillas, Weston Richburg, and Paul Perkins. Ooh. And Odell Beckham, Brandon Marshall, and Dwayne Harris.
Right. And Odell Beckham and Brandon Marshall are done for the season.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, man, but I know I keep interrupting you, but the fact that those guys are hurt, there's a possibility T.O. and Ocho Cinco might come back.
If I see T.O. and Ocho Cinco on the field, man, it's gonna be.
I mean, they have stayed fit, man. They war ready, but nah.
What worse can it do? Like, what could it
a
harm?
lot.
I mean, really, what could it really harm? I mean,
aren't those guys like late 30s?
So,
yeah.
Tom Brady's what, 40?
He's a quarterback.
he probably takes more hits than those guys do.
No.
I mean, after watching the Buccaneers game, he took a lot of hits.
Yeah, you're right about that, actually.
We've got to talk about that game. But maybe they should. Why not? They need somebody. Who else are they going to get? I mean, they can't make a trade because where are they going to trade? They got nothing to trade. I mean, they could trade Odell Beckham, but that'd be ridiculous. I mean, who else? There's no one out there.
I can't think of any.
I mean, they I guess try to pull people off other teams' practice squads and their practice squads and shit like that. But
they're gonna have to. There's nothing else they can really do.
Yeah, I mean, Eli Manning isn't a Phillip Rivers or Tom Brady where he can make just any receiver that comes in.
He can. He just needs. They're a one-headed monster. Well, they were. Now they're just decapitated. Like they're like Hydra, but just there ain't no growing.
Just laying on the ground, just like
ain't no growing back. The heads are all gone.
You know what they should do? Just go find a new offensive line. Fuck the receivers. Get a new offensive line.
So just tank this season and just get an old line.
Oh, they're tanking, all right.
Oh yeah,
they're the only New York team that's not tanking. That is tanking.
Which is ridiculous,
right?
All right.
How are the Jets on a 3-game win streak right now?
Hey man, because it's the Jets.
Because of blown coverages.
Yeah,
because it's the Jets.
They're beating the passes.
I'm gonna have their helmet tomorrow if they win this next game.
Oh yeah, they're gonna win.
Now, so you were talking about the Patriots. So what's up with them, man?
The Patriots and Bucks. It was a Thursday night game? Thursday night game. Nick Folk missed how many field goals?
I want to say 3.
Those would have been a difference maker.
Because the game was 19-14.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I understand one of them was a 54-yarder.
Okay.
That's a little difficult. But the rest were kind of close. Like, I remember one was like 32 yards.
Yeah.
And you have... Okay, I was never a kicker. But in my mind, you have one job. You put the ball between those 2 yellow things. Now, if that's all you practice all day,
that's your only job.
That's your only job. And it's like, there's no excuse for it. Like, honestly.
I mean, some of them look like bad holds.
But in this one, when you watch the footage,
I think 2 of them were bad holds.
I mean, he's just kicking it off the ground. It's like,
but it's a timing thing. And if he bobbles that snap, it's going to throw his timing off even a little bit. And then that could really mess it up. I mean, no excuse. You're a professional athlete, so you should be making those.
But it seems like the Buccaneers just can't get kicking right.
No, they can't.
No.
And I really believe that was a difference maker in that game.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, the score was 19-14. I mean, Winston's got to take a little bit of blame because obviously he was getting his team close for a couple of those field goals went like 30 yards out. So obviously he got his team close-ish to the red zone. He should have been able to push the offense more and get the tempo going, and at least maybe got the team closer or scored a touchdown.
Well, look at this way though. Let's look at the scoring summary. So first quarter, it was a Patriots kick 3.
Right.
Then second quarter, Doug Martin runs that 1-yard run, and then Chris Hogan gets a 5-yard pass, and then it was a kick. It was another field goal. Third quarter was just a field goal, and then the fourth quarter it was a pass from Winston, and then a field goal from the Patriots.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like Tom Brady was throwing TDs all over the place.
No,
they were in that game.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. The Bucks could have won that game if it wasn't for those 3 missed field goals.
Because I think Winston, he was 26 to 46, so yeah, he could have been a lot more accurate. And he threw for 334 yards and 1 TD. Brady went 30 for 40, 303 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception.
Yeah,
and I think there was one. Oh no, I don't know that tall white guy's name, but he caught it might have been Cameron Brate, but he caught a pass like in the end zone, but they called it back.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And it was just like, dude, like that was a touchdown, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holding is the mortal enemy of all.
Dude, some of these holding calls are just like really. I don't know. Me personally, I think with these refs, I understand they gotta keep the game. They gotta call it a certain way, but I don't think they should let those guys on the field make the call. If they see it, throw the flag, but let the guys up top make the final determination.
True,
because they can see it from a different angle than what they're seeing. I mean, yeah, they're seeing it game speed, then they could trot that little camera thing out and they can view it. But it's like, dude, like these guys are blowing horrible calls.
Oh yeah. But, I mean, that's how it always is. That's literally how it always is. There's always fucked up calls. You have some games where they're, calling everything, and other games where like there's 1 or 2 penalties a game because they didn't want to call anything.
Yeah. He's kind of. They always say, you can't let the refs win it for you. We can't let the refs decide the game.
Yeah.
But some big plays are decided by. Yeah. Dang, man.
So right now we got 2, 3, and 2 teams. One is first in the AFC South. One is first in the NFC West. Jacksonville Jaguars and Los Angeles Rams. Now, when you watch the big time media, if you watch like FS1, they're all hard on for the Rams. They're like, oh my God, they're the Rams. But then everybody else is just like, what about Jacksonville though? Now, you were just saying that you don't trust Jacksonville's offense.
I do not. I trust their running game. I need them to get a better pass game. I mean, which probably won't happen, but I've seen worse quarterbacks go far. Flacco, I'm looking at you.
Oh, yeah, dude, we won a Super Bowl with him. So.
Yeah, so that defense can really do it, and it's not like they don't have bums at receiver, and they got a great running back. They just got to stay healthy. And their division is not that hard anymore with 2 of the strongest defensive players for Houston being out now.
Yeah, that's a big book.
And if granted, if the Colts are going to try to just tank the season or not, I'm not sure. But if Luck doesn't come back, they're going to walk through that division.
I told y'all like 2 shows ago he's not coming back.
Yeah, they're going to probably just tank the season and get something.
But they're not tanking, though. They're not tanking. Jacoby Brissett is going to take them all the way.
To the stars and beyond. But no, the reason I bring this up because Jacksonville plays the Rams next week.
Dude, I'm actually...
So...
Well, watch. You're going to see what happens. If Gurley can run all over them, then that's what's going to have to happen because they're not going to pass all over them.
Yeah.
Goff is still new. He's good. He doesn't look bad, but I mean, Watkins is gonna get Ramsey, and then that's just gonna they might as well just both not even be on the field because that's what that's gonna do.
Looking at stats right now for Rams versus Jaguars, Jared Goff, he's got 1,360 passing yards for 7 TDs, and Bortles has 827 passing yards for 7 TDs.
But who are these Rams played? Really? No one.
I mean, no.
Who's who played?
The Rams haven't played anybody.
The
really.
only team that I could say that they actually put up a decent fight was the Cowboys, which was a decent game.
With what that defense, dude?
No, I'm just saying like for like just
okay.
Playing against a team that made it to the playoffs last year. I give the Cowboys that. I knock on them, but they at least made the playoffs last year, even though they got knocked out by Aaron Rodgers, who literally beat them by himself.
I'm not convinced because I don't think they've been tested yet.
Todd Gurley has 100 carries for 405 yards. He's averaging 4.1 yards a carry for 4 TDs versus Leonard Fournette, 109 carries for 466 yards and averaging 4.3 yards a carry on 5 TDs. And then they have Tavon Austin as a second, and Chris Ivory is a second for the Jaguars. I'm just excited. I'm excited to watch this game because usually these are both 2 shitty teams.
Usually,
and they're actually perking up a little bit this year. So maybe it'll be an interesting game. Imagine if it was in London.
Bruh, he's gonna throw for like 7 TDs and
my gosh. Yeah, I don't know how he just wakes up in London for some reason. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think the Jags are definitely a better team. I think that offense is gonna carry, the defense is gonna carry them further, and the defense is gonna matter in the playoffs. They'll be in the playoffs.
Now,
who's gonna be in the playoffs?
Jags.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Out of the AFC, I can see that happen.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of playoffs.
The
college playoffs.
Ooh, man.
2 big dogs got beat.
Well, one big dog.
Iowa State beat Oklahoma 38-31 in Oklahoma.
In Norman.
Dude, did you see that game?
Yes.
Bro, that was a game.
Yeah.
Great game.
I don't remember anything that happened in that game.
But it
was a great game. Like, just the look on the Baker Mayfield's face was just like,
he can still do it though. Out of that division, I think they're finally gonna have a Big 12 championship finally instead of just the best team. He can still do it. Iowa State always plays Oklahoma hard, and they seem to always play the big dogs in the Big 12 hard. But they're a sleeper. They're a sleeper. They're basically what North Carolina State is in the ACC. They're the equivalent of that. They're that sleeper team that gets so like last year they almost beat Florida State and Clemson. NC State did. So Iowa State's the same way that you can't get sloppy on them. And there's a blown coverage play that I had for you guys that shows that where a corner slow off a block that ends up being that touchdown right before the half half was over, and it ends up costing them and losing by a touchdown. And it's just game. I think it was a great game, but I think Oklahoma really left some points on the board there. So
yeah, the other big game was the Michigan State Michigan game.
No, oh my gosh, man, that was what I said. I'm a Michigan fan, but I expected that. I'm surprised Michigan didn't drop more than just 10. They play soft. Whoever that second quarter, I don't know how you draft all these defensive players that go to the NFL and start, but then somehow you just can't get a quarterback. Since Chad Henne, I really don't think there was any decent quarterback.
Yo, is Chad Henne still in the league?
Maybe.
Let me look it up.
Maybe.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, but that was when he was there. Some people say Denard was a better quarterback, but he definitely was not. And Michigan lost. I expect that Michigan State because they played to Michigan State's forte. Michigan State always try to pound the ball instead of spread it out and throw it. Michigan State does not have the same DBs they used to have. Michigan doesn't have a quarterback, but they have receivers. They have running back. They could have done way better. 10 points, man.
10 whole points.
10 whole points.
But then again, I gotta contribute to the rain too. It was raining hard, and like their run game was just getting stuff, man. It was just a good game all around. I like seeing games like that. These shootouts, man, it's like, okay, that's funny and all, but games where it comes down to like just ground and pounding and just like guys going at it, those are the games I like to see.
Yeah, Florida State was a good game. Florida State almost pulled that off. That defense is legit. They got worn out. Yeah. Miami looks good though. But what I want to say, I'm gonna say this now: do not sleep on the Iron Bowl this year. Do not sleep on that. Auburn just blew out Ole Miss. Auburn is a quiet 5-1. They're undefeated in the SEC. That Iron Bowl against Bama is going to be interesting.
And when Bama wins, I'm just gonna rock in there with all my roll tide gear on.
I'm sure Bama may win, but you can't. That's one of those games where you just can't like. That's a rivalry game. That's an in-state game. It can go either anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at Bama's schedule. They got Arkansas, Tennessee, LSU, Mississippi State. I don't even know.
That's 4 SEC teams in a row.
They played Auburn the last game.
Yeah, the last game, but that's 4 SEC teams in a row.
They played the Mercer Bears. Who the hell are the Mercer Bears?
That's a donation. That's a donation game.
Where did the Mercer Bears come from?
Dude,
where the fuck is Mercer?
Their logo was garbage.
All I'm saying is, don't sleep on it. That I like the how. What other team? There was TCU almost lost messing around. West Virginia had a chance. I think a lot of these big dogs got scared. They got little scares this week. I think it's going to be interesting to see who falls next. Utah fell to Stanford. Stanford's on the up and ups. Whoa. The LSU Florida game, that missed field goal cost Florida that game. So they're going to be out of the rankings. They should be anyway.
Hey, so in next week is when they do the first like pre-college playoff rankings, right? As far as 1 through 4.
So.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw watching ESPN.
I'll keep an eye out for that, and I'll try to put it up on the site. Yeah, also, speaking of the site, we have a turtleshow.com.
Turtle Show.
Check that out.
Also, just an FYI, because I know everyone in this room wants to know, Chad Henne is Blake Bortles' backup.
I thought he was on the Jaguars.
Yeah.
You mean tell me he's not better than Bortles to start?
Is Bortles not 3-2 right now?
That's a solid 1-2 punch right there.
Is he still not 3-2? He's
accidentally 3-2 with 5 interception game. He could easily be 2-3.
Doesn't matter. He's still 3-2.
Basically, what they got in Jacksonville right now is an interchangeable quarterback.
I agree.
Blake Bortles could go down, and Chad Henne could step right in, and they would go,
And they have a run game.
Hey, would you rather have Chad Henne or Jay Cutler?
Henne. Henne. No, Henne is not a bum like that, man.
Dude, but
Cutler's a frat boy. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Cutler's a jackass.
Cutler looks like I don't know how
That's a tough question.
I wish it would have been him getting busted, snorting that cocaine off the table.
No.
Then I have some more shit to talk about it for.
At least that'd be the reason why.
That'd be the reason why he'd be dead.
Dude, I can't stand Jay fucking Cutler.
I don't know how they wouldn't pick up Cap, man. I don't know why Miami didn't do that. That'd have been a much better option. You did it to save your season. You took a guy who was getting ready to be a broadcaster when you had a guy that was just fresh out of a season, and obviously the team that he left is 0-5 right now. So I mean, why would you not? You could have saved your season with a way cheaper option.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I know we try to keep the politics side out of the Turf Toe show, but ain't no team want to touch that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it boils down to. But what else we got, Floyd? What are we looking at?
I'm looking at Jay Cutler's fucking stats. This dude really does piss me off. And I hope when they go to Atlanta to play, I hope they get blown out of the fucking water.
They probably will. They won't be able to score.
I'm looking at his like profile photo on ESPN.com, and he just pisses me off.
Yeah, he's very frustrating. But at least, what you think about the new guy, Cutler's replacement, Trubisky?
Oh.
He wasn't. I
think they're hyping him up too much. I think they're hyping him up way too much.
But it's the Bears. They do that.
No, not the Bears hyping him up. Like we were talking about earlier, like all the media guys, they're all hyping this cat up. Like Gruden was on talking about like, oh, this kid has the intangibles. What the fuck does intangibles mean?
I mean, it means something, but
he can read the coverages. He's got a strong arm.
Who can't read the coverages? We can read the coverages, and we're not playing.
Yeah.
Dude, no, it's different. It's different looking at it from how we looking at it versus when because they're making checks. There's audibles. You got to you literally your whole entire play decides on what that safety does.
I play a lot of Madden. I can read coverages. Okay, if I had his height and his weight, I'm pretty sure I could take his job.
Man,
that just reminded me.
With no receivers, I'm not saying it's too soon. They don't have any film on him yet, but they got a run game. They running didn't show up, but they have a run game. I like his tangibles. He's got a strong arm. He's got decent vision. I like it. You see him in North Carolina. The guy he's the only reason North Carolina was even a factor. Didn't they finish like 10th in the nation?
Yeah. I'm going to stop y'all real quick because I don't want y'all to pull Cam Newton, all right? Anybody, male or female, reporter, non-reporter, they can read coverages, okay? They can talk about routes.
Okay, yes, but can you read them when they're disguised? Can you make a decision when you get... No, man, he's got some good talent. He knows how to extend a play just like someone else in that division does. And I'm not comparing him to that. I'm just saying he knows how to do that. And... it all depends. If the safety depends on what the safety does, man, it's so important.
But I mean, it's his first game.
Yeah,
it's his first NFL start ever. He didn't look bad.
I
think he'll be good.
If he would have threw that pick at the end, it would be a totally different game.
I agree.
It just feels like everybody's making excuses for
because
it
wasn't
goodness.
Sam Bradford wasn't doing that well, and then they brought in the backup, and it kind of gave the team life. They were able to get some passing game, but Jerick McKinnon, that run game really helped them in that game because their quarterbacks were.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish that he wouldn't have gone off though, but I lost my fantasy standard by 0.3.
But we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this kid. I mean, he has to play the Ravens, Panthers, Saints, Packers, Lions, Eagles, 49ers, Bengals, and Lions again.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna have a tough go.
Yeah,
but
I don't think so.
Honestly, I think they should have let him sit this year just to see the speed of the NFL. I understand you got to do what you got to do to win games.
Yeah,
but Glenn is just not doing it. I mean, think about it.
Well,
I know a quarterback that could have did it.
Yeah, I do too.
But
okay, so let's talk about that because right now in the NFL, there's a lot of veteran kind of shitty QBs that are getting replaced by the rookies. Draft picks. After, in the case of Deshaun Watson, after the half of the first game, right?
Yeah.
And then Deshaun Kaiser, who...
Hey, we got the wrong Deshaun.
I think I fucked it up.
They're trying.
No, Kaiser went to the Browns and Watson went to the Texans. You got it right. You got it right.
Yeah. But Kaiser, he
got replaced by another person.
He's replaced now. But he got the starting job before the season even started because Brock Osweiler isn't that good of a quarterback. And then now you have Trubisky replacing Glenn, and all these straight out of college, first round draft picks, quarterbacks, rookies. Do you think it's better if they were to sit the season and just let the team just do what it's going to do, lose, win, whatever, good or bad?
I look at it as an Aaron Rodgers situation, but he sat behind a great quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say that he doesn't work for
years.
So it's crazy because you see like the Dak Prescott, who was a 4th round pick, who happened to have a great old line,
and a great running back.
So they went manage the ball out. So I think it depends on what's surrounding that QB.
Right.
If there's a decent squad around him, then I say fuck it, just throw him out there. See what the kid can do because you have to play with him regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
And so let him get the feel of that speed and like the strength of the actual NFL because it's a lot different than the college. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have a squad around that kid, like the Browns, then I would sit him because you don't want your supposed new franchise quarterback to get hurt on a stupid play. You know,
maybe they're trying to fill seats.
Yeah,
new hype,
but they already sat their franchise quarterback.
What do you mean?
They sat him.
Kaiser
sat. They pulled somebody else in and he scored a touchdown on his first drive.
Man, Hogan's got a better arm. Hogan's just not as mobile. Hogan's got a better arm.
I mean, you got to figure out what you want then. Do you want a mobile quarterback, or do you want a quarterback? Do you want a gunslinger?
I mean, you kind of want both, but I mean, I think if Cleveland could get a better running game, the running game is literally off the pass, off the screen to Duke Ellington. Crowell has nothing. He doesn't matter, and so I think that's why these guys. I think these quarterbacks are getting pulled a little quickly because they're expecting all these things from you because it's a passing league. But it ain't a passing league. You can't run that ball,
right? Because
then they're gonna put 5 in there and they're gonna drop 6, and now you really what can you do there?
There's gonna be nowhere. Nobody.
I mean, yeah. So I think that all these teams that are struggling can't run the ball.
Well,
can't live off the
speaking
screen.
about struggling running the ball, let's check out these NFL picks for Week 6. And
Still kicking y'all's ass.
Yeah. So I think what I'd say earlier, you went 9-5, something like that.
I mean, not that good, but it's still
No, but you tied CBS because that's who we've been kind of gauging our stuff off of.
All right. I might as well be an analyst. Sign me up.
Right.
Hey man, compared to some of these cats that are out here, I'm pretty sure you could do a lot better than that. Yeah, you went 9-5. The game that you managed to pick over us was the Indy game. You called that one right, and the Chargers.
Yep.
But that was a close game that could have went.
That wasn't. That was a fluke win.
It shouldn't have went that way. But.
The first game is going to be this Thursday, October 12th, when this show actually drops. Be Philly at Carolina.
That's going to be a good game.
Great game.
I'm starting Philly's quarterback for my fantasy team.
Smart.
Yeah.
But I want Carolina to win.
Defense. That's why you shouldn't start him. You shouldn't start him.
I'm doing it anyway.
All right. Stafford couldn't do anything on that.
I don't care about Stafford.
Defense.
Stafford's a bum to me.
Carolina has number 1 passing defense.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. But Philly can run the ball.
I believe in Wentz.
With who? Blunt?
I mean,
they want to hit this blunt. They don't want to hit this blunt. Deion is funny, man.
Hey, Torrey Smith's back, man. You didn't see that touchdown yet?
Oh, whatever.
No.
Whatever. Wanna know why? He got everything he had. He had one. He can be locked down. I had that thing. I had that on my blown coverages too. Peterson was shadowing him. Well, not really shadowing. Well, yeah, he was shadowing him. And only time he was ever doing anything was not on Peterson. That touchdown he had was not on Peterson. That one catch he had was on Peterson, but that was because Peterson tried to jam. But no, Torrey Smith, whatever.
So you
Ertz,
taking
whatever.
Carolina then?
Burton, whatever.
So you taking Carolina?
Yes.
Okay.
Like whatever. Like no. You start wins, you're gonna regret it. That's all I gotta say.
I honestly think that Philly's gonna be the better team in this game. And I don't like Cam Newton.
Cam.
It's gonna be the Eagles.
So
In Carolina, by the way. Okay.
They're gonna keep pounding.
They don't mean nothing. Like,
all right.
This next game, I just hope it's a complete blowout. I hope like Matt Ryan just opens the dome of that new ass stadium they got and just starts dropping dimes. It's Miami at Atlanta.
You never know. The whole team could be on coke and be extremely fucking revved up and ready to go.
Yeah. Then just crash in the third quarter. Just lay on the field like
pass out.
Yeah, it's got to be Atlanta in this game.
Like I know a lot of guys are gonna be saying, "Oh, the whole drama with the O-line coach is gonna be affecting." No, it's not.
Not against them.
It's like their O-line was garbage to start out with. So what are you talking about?
Now we know why.
When I heard that story dropped, there's gonna be one of those situations where he's gonna start like ratting out everybody else.
Oh yeah.
But he didn't. He's just like, nah, I'm gonna get some help.
I'll take this L.
Yeah, shouldn't have recorded myself.
I did see something where it was a stripper or a escort that
a working lady.
Yes, a lady of the night.
We don't judge around here. You got to do what you got to do. Just make sure it's legal.
Yeah, I know.
Just don't snort cocaine off a team table.
Doing it.
Yeah, it's like
if you're gonna snort cocaine, just don't.
We all got vices.
Don't put it out there.
You living in Miami Vice. What's a TV show? Just chill, bro.
We get it.
Chicago, Baltimore.
Bears.
Baltimore.
I'll take Baltimore as well. I think that defense is like, Trubisky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Cleveland at Houston.
Yeah, that's no brainer. Houston.
You don't think Kaiser, when they put him back in, is going to do good?
Is he going to come back in?
No. He's probably passing out water bottles.
That defense isn't going to be able to stop anybody.
Green Bay at Minnesota.
Pack show.
Yeah, I'm taking Pack show as well. And Rodgers rolling hard. And Minnesota, they once again, they hate knees because...
Right, they brought in Bradford, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, his knee buckled on him.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, the same knee that's buckled on him his whole career.
It's knee gate.
Yeah.
Detroit at New Orleans.
Detroit.
Detroit.
That's the only...
It's iffy, though.
Iffy about what?
High-powered offenses.
neither team really has that good of a defense.
Detroit's defense is a bit better, but it's in New Orleans, it's in that dome. It is Drew Brees. It's gonna be a shootout.
I mean, the reason I picked Detroit was because I feel like they have a slightly better defense than New Orleans, but not by much.
I think I picked Detroit because of Matt Prater. He's gonna kick like 3 field goals, I promise.
Yeah.
At least 3.
I think I started him. Did I start him? I think I did. New England at the Jets. I want to take the Jets because their quarterback is from my alma mater, Josh McCown.
Whoop.
But
Is it Josh McCown or
Cowan? He has a stupid looking face.
Pretty sure it's McCown.
That's why his name's like that.
I didn't know he's been in 15 seasons.
Yeah, he played for the Bears, remember?
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
He drafted 2002 third round, 81st by the Arizona.
Yeah, I just remember with the Bears for wasn't it? Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was Bears, yeah.
They've had a lot of quarterbacks.
But
In
I'm
and
gonna
out,
take
probably them.
I'm taking Patriots.
Pats.
I'm taking Jets. Upset. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be an upset. Pats fans, Boston's fans, Massachusetts fans, New England fans are gonna be pissed.
Without Matt
They're gonna
Forte,
win.
they're not gonna run that ball that well. Powell's been getting stuff lately. If anything, it's gonna be a tight end. New England plays pretty well against the tight ends.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
San Francisco at Washington.
Washington.
Yep.
I'm taking San Francisco. They're gonna win one game.
Not against these guys. Not against these guys.
I'm just saying. I saw what they did against the Rams, and I saw what the Rams did against the Washington. So
And you saw that the Rams lost to Washington.
I'm taking my chances.
I mean, we'll see.
I'm taking my chances. Tampa Bay at Arizona.
Ooh, I
picked Arizona.
I picked Arizona.
Why?
Because Jameis Winston is kind of proven that he's average. Like, there's nothing. I haven't seen anything special about him. And
I have to change this.
what's his name? Patrick Peterson's gonna be pissed off after
He's-
last week.
yeah.
So he's gonna get he's at least gonna try to get that defense fired up.
He's talking straight. I mean, they got too much talent on defense to be getting burnt like that.
Exactly. That's why he was pissed off. So I think they're gonna want to prove something. And Winston,
All right.
he's always good for maybe a pick, maybe 2,
Well,
and a bad decision.
I look at it this way. He's like, I see what their defense did against Tom Brady, who's like the general of like the offense, and they're playing against Carson Palmer
Yeah.
And a bad old line.
and Adrian Peterson. It's
Well,
like
Then you got Larry Fitzgerald. And you got Brown. You still got receivers.
I'm pretty sure AP's not gonna play though.
they're probably gonna throw him in there.
Might as well.
That's a blocking back.
Wear him down.
Maybe.
Wear him down.
I mean, he's big enough to be a blocking back for Carson. At least give him some protection. But I'm gonna take Tampa Bay on that one just for shits and giggles.
That one I might change that one, man. Thinking about it.
I just don't see Arizona being as dominant as they used to be. LA Rams at Jacksonville.
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 Yeah, I'm taking Jags. I like the defense. I mean, like y'all said earlier, if that running back is going for the Rams, it might be a different story. But I don't see what's that kid's name, Jalen Ramsey, getting burnt by any of those receivers.
Not gonna throw it to him.
Even though they got Sammy Watkins out there, I don't.
Yeah,
Jalen
I
Ramsey's
don't
gonna be
see that.
shadowing the whole day, and that dude's bad, man. It's a bad man. Pittsburgh at Kansas City.
I gotta take KC.
Yeah.
They're
6-0.
rolling right now, man.
They're
Like
gonna- as much as I don't want to be, they're gonna be 6.
Andy Reid just has that playbook, dude. He has everything. He's got to figure it out. And with Pittsburgh right now, I mean, they keep blaming everything on like the anthem protests and stuff like that. I just honestly think that they just got old. Like Big Ben he had that motorcycle accident a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He's taking hits his entire career. I think he just got old. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that they didn't get. I mean, not having Bell there for the practice training and preseason, that got them a little. They started off a little slow. Games. He's gonna have games like this. The games like last.
But I
week.
mean, you can't blame it on that because the past 2 seasons, Le'Veon Bell hasn't even played till this game.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's actually had more time to be in game these 2 seasons than he has, in a long time. So
Either way-
they should have some sort of cohesion already.
I personally. With I mean, I really it's Antonio Brown, it's Le'Veon Bell, it's Big Ben. There's really Martavis Bryant shows up when he wants to. James shows up when he wants to.
Yeah.
I don't think they're getting old. I think Ben's got maybe another year or 2, but I think that this game shouldn't define that. It's like the best defense in the NFL that did this, and he kept some more tip balls, but I don't know. I think that I'm still going with Kansas City, but Pitt's not done.
yeah. Chargers at Oakland.
Chargers.
Oakland,
Who's starting for Oakland right now?
Carr,
AJ Manuel.
Carr's not back yet.
Carr's playing.
These Cards
What do you
playing.
mean he's playing? He's out 4 weeks.
Bro, you must have not been watching the news when you was in Denver, man.
I guess I missed it.
Bro, he was practicing last week.
He's got a broken back.
No,
How's he
it was a
practicing,
back
bro?
spasm. He's going to
It was
start.
not a okay. It was
Oh, my
not a
goodness.
back spasm, bro.
He was having back nerve issues, but he came back. They thought he was going to be
He
2 to
broke
6
a
weeks.
vertebrae.
No, bro.
That was the original report. Was that he
The
broke?
original was never right, man.
Didn't he have that like that?
It was like a transverse.
Is that the same thing
fracture.
that what's his face had? With the Cowboys. Yeah, Romo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing.
Damn. Well, still taking the charges because he's not gonna be 100%. He's not gonna be able to get. He's not gonna be able to turn his body. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm scared to start him. I need to though because Mariota's hurt. But
I'm taking the Raiders. I think the defense might step it up again. They're just like, yo, we just got embarrassed by the Ravens. We shouldn't have lost to the Ravens.
Chargers can't cover anybody.
So,
So
We shall see.
I don't even know why we're even talking about this game. Giants at Denver. That's just. They shouldn't even show up. They should just stay home. Just give Denver the W.
only thing I'm gonna say about this game is that
Their punting game's gonna be awesome.
Giants secondary still something to worry about. Of
For the
course,
first two
Denver's
quarters.
secondary. Okay, now also, what did Denver do the most of? They give up passes. They give up tons of fantasy points to tight ends. They give up yards and completions to tight ends.
That's true.
Giants
That's true.
only have their tight end as their start.
Well, like you
Ingram.
said, they only have a tight end, so they're just gonna cover him those times.
But then you honestly don't. I would not sleep on these new dudes that come up. I wouldn't because you
Who's
got my
coming
man-
up?
You got McGowan out of Clemson. He's a baller. You got some running backs. They're gonna run a lot of screens, a lot of outs.
Unless I see T.O. and Ocho Cinco step on that field, I'm not worried about anything.
I mean, even though the DBs are great, there they still got to cover whoever goes out there. They can't just.
And
be like,
plus, you
"All
see how
right."
leaky that O line is. Von Miller's about to have a field day.
That's why I'm saying without quick screens
Yeah,
to
I
their
think
running
that-
backs.
I'm more mad that this is the Sunday night game.
I don't think they expected it to be this
they
bad.
didn't. They didn't. Yeah, I know they didn't when they made the schedule, but obviously Denver, obviously Broncos.
And the Monday night game, Indy at Tennessee.
I don't know why that's a Monday night game.
They must have something else going on that day,
There must be something else.
like a baseball game or something.
There might be. I don't know what the schedule looks like right now, but Jacoby Brissett and the Colts, they got this, man. They got this. Andrew Luck ain't coming back.
See, I originally picked Tennessee, but I'm on the Brissett train because the only reason I'm on the Brissett train because I want to see him go to a team that will actually build around him because I think he's a bigger, faster, stronger than Dak Prescott.
Who is?
Honestly, Jacoby Brissett.
He's got his team. It's the Colts. Andrew Luck ain't coming back.
No, when Angelo comes back, they're gonna trade him and get some other stuff.
They're gonna trade Andrew Luck and get
No.
some.
No,
They're not
Andrew Luck
gonna
is
do
not
that.
leaving the Colts no time
Never.
soon.
Watch.
He's a golden child of Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Dude, the thing is, they still compare all these new quarterbacks to him,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen Andrew Luck do anything since he had that one good season, and that was it.
Yeah, when they beat the Chiefs in the playoffs after being down 50 points, Voorhees.
Oh yeah. So those are our picks. So if you like what we're doing, you can follow us on Turf Toe Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's all the same words.
Yeah.
They all have vowels.
Yeah. We got a website. Check it out. If you like NBA, I pretty much cover that pretty much every other day.
Oh yeah,
on there.
speaking of NBA, why is a preseason game with LeBron James playing with Dwayne Wade big news on ESPN? A preseason game.
Because
Back.
it's the last time they played was like 2013.
Okay. Talk to me
And-
when his regular season. It's
Yeah,
preseason.
like next week on the 17th. Yeah, you best believe I'm banging in.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be at work.
But it's preseason.
Yeah, because I was watching the preseason game they were playing. I forgot who they were just playing against, but they look bad. LeBron James, because he has a sprained ankle right now, so his timing was off.
Okay.
Like they were going for alley oops, and it was just like, okay, you look like the Bulls right now. But yeah, so I kind of covered that little blog post, top of the key.
Yeah, top of the key little article of Mr. Floyd over here, right?
I pretty much just trashed the Knicks the entire time because they're so bad. Oh, we're so bad this year. We had a request to cover hockey, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know shit about hockey.
I don't know shit about hockey either.
I might get one of the hockey guys to do some stuff for us.
Yeah, because I have no idea. The only team I know is the Colorado Avalanche.
I'm about to say, what's the Colorado team? Go ahead and say it.
Joe Sakic and
Avalanche.
Patrick Waugh.
Bro, I can't name anybody off the.
I mean, I only know those guys because they won Stanley Cups, and Patrick Waugh was a coach for the Avalanche a couple years ago. Yeah.
Hey, we can never say you're a bandwagon fan.
I mean,
If it's Colorado, you rock.
I know my local
with
teams.
it, man.
I know my local teams, man. And also with that, I just want to give a shout out to a couple people. Kyle Joseph and Cliff Rodriguez. Appreciate y'all listening.
What? Shout out.
Yo.
Y'all gave us some good feedback.
Yeah, they did.
Keep listening.
Yeah, they did. I was reading. I was like, bro.
Cut into it.
There were some points in there. I'm just like, yeah.
Ow.
Let me take these notes real quick. It's like we sure did do that.
Yep. And then, and lastly, big shout out to the new McCormicks, Mr. Evan and Ashley McCormick,
Whoa.
right now in Lake Tahoe, enjoying their honeymoon.
Damn.
Hope y'all have a good wedding life together. I don't know what I was trying to say, but congratulations to each other.
Marriage.
Wedding life.
Wedding life.
I'm just saying.
Marriage.
It's like I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to call this.
But yeah, just make sure to follow us, like and subscribe. We're gonna try to grow our YouTube channel as well. So hit us up if you got any comments or concerns or whatever. Just let us know.
We here.
We'll take anything. So till next time.
Turf toe.
Turf toe.